All right. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Shane Lee. So, yesterday, I had to lay down because for some reason in this area, my back started hurting right about right there. Anyway, and that's of course a woman's body, though they don't show it from behind, and that's a man's, right? So I'm just trying to show you anatomy. Now the Bible says, "Ask and ye shall receive." Right? Right. Well, that's what Jesus did often. Right? He asked the person what they wanted him to do for them, and like the blind man said, "Lord, that I may see." Right? Right. Okay. Okay. So if someone is in a wheelchair, who has to ask to get out the wheelchair? The person in the wheelchair. Now, can someone speak for the child? Right. Well, actually, the father can in the old. Well, that's part of the point too, right? Like the boy who was throw himself into the fire and all that. His father was speaking for him and trying to resolve the situation, though Jesus still healed him by faith, right, in the Father, right, and declared, and required the Father to tell him things, right, and as it went on, declared the boy, and you seen the boy heal, as in the story, right? I don't remember it right off the top of my head verbatim right now, right? But it is in there, right? And again, the disciples, they couldn't cast out this one particular demon, right? Though Jesus mentioned fasting as being part of why, right? For them, right? And though, of course, he fasted 40 days and 40 nights. Not that we need to fast that long or not. Only two other men fasted that long, Elijah and Moses, right? But we do need to fast at least 3 days once in a while, like the Apostle Paul or something, right? But you ain't gotta be crazy about it, right? Right. And, anymore. Now, but all last night, for some reason, I was in a lot of pain off and on, right? Though I did rest in bed, right? From about 8 p.m. until about 10:30 p.m. a.m. this morning, right? And I just got up, right? Now, what I'm going to do throughout the day is say, God, heal my back here where I feel the pain, right? Until the pain is gone, right? Right. Okay, that's faith, declaring my faith, right? And hopefully the pain will totally go away, right? Is what you're working on there. Same when I feel pain from my fall. Now, why do I feel pain from the fall? Because I woke up in pain, right? For 6 weeks, I was in the hospital and I was in pain just about every day since then, too, right? Now, only 14 years later, when I got on high blood pressure medication, did the pain subside for 3 years or so. But then I started gaining weight again, right? And the pain came back again, right? So it's kind of back again, right? Now, I still prayed every day, right? But for 14 years, I was in pain every day, right? But I was still trying to do things off and on throughout the day, right? And trying to ignore the pain as much as I could, but also having to lay down from the pain, right? Which is why, to me, I'm disabled anyway. I can't work anymore. And both mental and physical injuries are associated with the VA, the Navy, and my time in the military, right? It don't matter who caused it. An enemy can be foreign or domestic, right? An enemy can be just someone who don't want to get along with you, and they're also in the service, and they're doing something wrong to you. And they won't be your friend at the moment. It's not complicated. Either you're my friend or you're an enemy. Or you're a friend of me, which means you're pretending to be friendly towards me, right? Nobody likes that either, right? And you're not supposed to do that either, right? Either be my friend or don't, right? That's the first step of anything, any kind of relationship. You start out as friends, right? Now, if you want to be friends with benefits, which means friends with sex, that's up to you too, right? But you do have that as an option, though, right? But it's not going to be automatically assumed as a first option normally, right? Not that I haven't had one night stands or those kind of sexual relationships happen with me, right? And that's kind of to admit I did that. And confessing it, right? Not for the idea of it, but because I was confused and trying to find a wife or a girlfriend. And I was what's called a backslid Christian, but still had Jesus in my heart, but still, as a man, can make mistakes, like the prodigal son. He knew the father and his brother and his whole family, but still got the money and went into the town or the city, right, and blew it all, as they say, right, on wild women, like I kind of did off and on, right. But then he came to his senses in time, right? Okay, that's the point, right? For everybody, right? But you gotta come to your senses in time, and you can't condemn me if I do, right? You don't play God to one another. You're not my God. You're just another human being who can also make mistakes. But you gotta admit your mistakes, or you can die in them, and you can be punished for them, right? In hell. Hell is for those who don't admit their mistakes and follow Satan into it, right? Because he's the first to go to it and be punished for his sins, right? Though he's really punishing himself, not God, right? Do you understand that as well? Okay. Back to square one, right?